Today we will be going over check reconciliation. In order to do that, you will need your bank statement. So for now, we are going to be focusing on that bank statement in this particular section, checks that have cleared. And we need to make sure that we record them in our student activity module. So when you're on your main page, you will go to the Tyler menu. You will go to Financials, Student Activity, Check Reconciliation. Once you're in the check reconciliation page, you will click on Define. And either you can enter the date, clear date by, or you can just choose the calendar. In this particular case, I'm going to choose the calendar, click on 31, click OK. Now, how do you decide what day to choose as a clear date? It is the date that within the date range that these checks cleared. Usually I suggest that you use the last day of the month that you are clearing checks for. So this is January 31st bank statement, and all your checks cleared by January 31st. So you would just choose that. January 31st, cash code, go to your ellipsis here, choose your school. We are going to be doing Oglethorpe's checks, so click accept. Disbursements is one of your choices. You never want to combine and use both. I would always suggest you use one or the other. In this case, we're doing disbursements. Clear by. For the first portion of this training, we're going to use date. So tab, and you're going to choose your beginning date. You always want to choose the full month. So January 1st through January 31st. Any checks that were written within that month is the checks that you want to pull up. Once you're done choosing your dates, you click accept. Anything below that, you do not need to enter. Click on clear. So all your checks will pop up. Immediately, I would suggest that you click on deselect all. Notice that these are all grayed out boxes. So you will need to click on clear, unclear. And so at this time, we're going to flip back to our bank statement because we want to see which checks cleared. So as you can see, the first one's A370, A378, A379, A380. When we look on here, I can see A378, A379, A380. So now the system only pulled up the checks that were written within January 1st and January 31st. Anything written before that will not show up on this list because we didn't choose that date and we don't want to choose that date. Basically, this check was written prior to, and I'm going to show you in a minute how to get to it. So at this point, we would click accept, click back. We are going to go back and click on define. So define, January 31st, Oglethorpe disbursements, clear by. When we get to clear by, I need you to choose check/receipt. Everything is white, and when you tap, everything is gray now, and it's going to take you straight to checks. So the check that was written prior to January 1st is A370. And will end at A370. The reason we didn't choose the date range of A370 through A380 is because it would bring up all the checks in between. And those checks probably did clear in the appropriate month that they were written in. So we don't want to change those dates because that will basically throw off our bank reconciliation and we'll change those dates. So at this point, we want to do them one by one. Click accept, unclear. And so here you see A370, A378, A379, A380 are all in line there. And at the very bottom, it gives you a total $579.30. So now when you flip back to your statement, you will see all four checks listed on there. And if you add them up, it should add up to $579.30. The other way you can tell is if you go to withdrawals, the total will be listed right on there. So let's flip back. What we're going to do is we're going to click accept. And we're going to go on to the next icon, which is output post. We're going to click on save, click OK. Do you wish to clear, unclear the selected transactions at this time? Yes. At the very bottom, it'll tell you 4 checks cleared, 0 checks uncleared. So all your checks that you chose have been cleared. At this point, if you wanted to, you just go back to the main screen. And that concludes check reconciliation.